Well, when me see them things here happen now, and as a Jamaican born youth, grow up and all that, over the years, we used to be asking ourselves this question, who really run Jamaica? Because, there were times, many times, over the years, we had tried to figure out, wait, how go on? Who really run the place? Who really run the country? And we discover when I and the brethren them created reggae in a trench town, in my backyard, 1962. We saw and we study how the system operates. And that's why Bob said what he said, which is true. Peter did the same. Bonnie did the same. All the messengers of the music and Rastafari did the same. Reggae music was the one that really bring these things to the notice of the entire world. Because my reggae asks questions in the search for truth. It is the only genre of music which does that. And those who fear the revelations of reggae and Rastafari targets the messengers. And we see how much man them get killed off by just putting the lyrics, the truth of our sufferings in the music for the people. All right? So when I see them, I say this now, this is 2023. 60 plus years since I and the music come out of Trenchtown, reggae music, and the messengers have been sending the messages to the people. And of course, some of the politicians then politicize it and try to demean it and try to ostracize it and try to punish Trenchtown man them over it. And a whole heap of plundering of the man them music and them intellectual properties and them copyrights and them royalties from the music was stolen. Same thing what Bunny wrote about in his Wheelers trilogy, Murder, Robbery, Conspiracy. So I and Ras Cardo and the crew still around today. We can only hope that those remnants of the slave masters, sons and daughters, whose influence on Jamaica over the years has stagnated the lives of poor people, and who with their stolen wealth and prejudice has tried to destroy reggae and the messengers of Rastafari, to move forward. So we can only hope all of that will finally and forever come to an end. Yeah, man. But history have shown us that whenever Rastaman them and the messengers of reggae come up and try to speak the truth in the music, educating the people, to liberate the people with the music messages, them end up killing them. And it seems like Jamaica have more fun entertaining people from other countries outside there. UII come up there, and during our time UII never cared about us. I tell you this, one of the biggest mistakes that Jamaica has also ever made is with the Trenchtown people. So many geniuses come out of Trenchtown, and Jamaica don't have the history that we have and that we know. We can't call everybody, man and woman, by name who was genius, reggae. Yes, man, redefining ghetto genius. Anywhere, everywhere, anytime, every time. All right? Jamaica as a republic now, as them want to do it, and of course them a link up with China and all them other countries, maybe things might get better, and we hope it will get better, because that is still a place where we love and where most of us come up through. But I, Ras Cardo, and all those still remaining even in this time, I send the message. Changing the name now go change the history. All right? If you make it into a republic, it means that you want the vote of the people to run the country and the decisions of the people, not an individual thing. It's like a democracy, all right? But as we know, politicians and as Bob putting at the music, as our messages and what we taught him and what him see and experience in Trenchtown, Peter touch the same, Bonnie the same. We know that the truth must swim like oil, as my mother has said over the years. God rest our soul and the souls of all those that I'm speaking for at this time, whose voices have been silenced. But Jamaica has made many, many mistakes in trying to ostracize the Trenchtown people. Yeah, man. Denigrate them, castigate them. Yes, it has been a rough time growing up, coming out of Trenchtown. So we can only hope that changing the name really not going to change the entrenched prejudice that has been there against Trenchtown, man. And I wonder if Jamaica really realize how many wise and genius minded people come out of Trenchtown. I mean, I talk about the music. We have the name and the history for every one of us who was there during our times. Me have it. Jamaica don't have it. Nobody else out there don't have it. I Ras Cardo have it just like how I have the reggae creation copyrights, which I now post online for all the world to see. So let Jamaica speak the truth to the people. They might as well call it a Rasta nation. All right? Because it was the messengers of Rastafari in the reggae music that tried to liberate the people of Jamaica, Africa, and the entire planet. All right? So changing the name now got to change the history. We have to deal with the entrenched people them. You know them people, slave masters, sons and daughters who still live there and who still have the influence in running government there. Because we know them. All right? We can only hope that some equity and some justice come to the people. All right? How about bringing back the train system so that the people, them poor people, them who live in rural agricultural areas can bring them produce to town, like Coronation Market? How doing them thing there? Maybe the Chinese will help them to do it, but you know what? The Chinese them gonna want for them pay there. All right? Remember that. So we not deal with the politics of any situation. Cause Rastaman I speak truths and rights. So I can only hope. I go listen to what you say now. Talk. Alright, so after so many years of people wondering who is really running Jamaica, 2023 now them finally is deciding to abolish the monarchy. Yes, man. And when Rastaman used to talk about that in a reggae music, them hate them for that and kill off some of them over that. Listen to what she has said now. Finally, after so many years, Jamaica has finally really decided changing themselves from under the cloak of the British monarchy. Watch this. It's right there. Or city
Committee has arrived at consensus for recommendation the abolition of the constitutional monarchy. We're saying that we will be abolishing the constitutional monarchy as our form of government, and we will be removing the British monarch from our government. Once we have abolished the monarchy from our makeup, the makeup of our form of government, it will be replaced by the office of President of the Republic of Jamaica. The President of the Republic of Jamaica will be the formal head of state of the Republic of Jamaica, separate from the head of government of the Republic of Jamaica, President and Prime Minister. President as head of state, Prime Minister as head of government.
All right, hear exactly what she say. Them go make Jamaica now into a republic. And for all these years, 70-something years, when the British monarch, Queen Elizabeth, and all of them are gone, we have been wondering who really run in Jamaica. But we in Trenchtown, we know who was really running Jamaica. And we put the messages of it into the music for the people. All right? So Rastafari has spoken about that over the years. I hope that things get better for all Jamaicans living there and Jamaicans all over the world. All right? Rastafari, no.